Vision is something that we are all mystified by. I don't know anybody on this planet, including me, that couldn't benefit from having some more vision, especially in those times of uncertainty, right? Those are the hardest times. You know, back in the day, mystics, they used to believe that the pineal gland was responsible for having vision. You know, it's the gland that's right smack dead in the center of both hemispheres of the brain. And so a lot of them connected the physical and the spiritual world. They felt like that was where that intersection happened. But vision has been mentioned many times in the Bible. It's mentioned in the Quran. It's mentioned in the Torah. And so my question is, since we all want it, and it's very difficult to sort of have for some, how do we strengthen our ability to have vision? Well, let's talk about it. Welcome to the month of vision. So out of your mind and your body and your soul, your mind is actually the weakest link. And I'm saying that because it's simply the translator of your experience. Now, when you think about a translator, you think about what's really being said, and then you think about the person that's actually translating it, right? So the person that's translating what the real person with the information is saying is really kind of the receptacle, the passing through person that's going to deliver the result, but that's not really the source of where it's coming from. And that's why we always say that perception is reality. Your source, by God, by just who you are naturally, by your creative skills, all of that comes from your soul. You don't know why you're called to go this way, but you went that way and great things happen, right? All of those things come from your soul. They don't come from your mind. And so to be able to realistically vision and strengthen your vision, the first thing you got to do is get out your head. And so it's really about dropping down and falling into something that is deeper, that is older, that is wiser, that is driving your every last impulse if you pay attention to it. Okay, so let's be honest. A lot of the time, our mind is not in alignment with our soul. But here's what can happen when that's the case. If you're trying to lose weight, you can't control your cravings because your heart, if you're not listening to what your heart is saying, if something's bothering it, it's longing for something. And so then you feed it more food to try to compensate for that longing. You know, your heart is heavy, and so you're numbing. You have been over accommodating to somebody that just really didn't deserve it because of whatever reason. But your heart knew the way that you felt, but your head was saying, no, I've got to do this and I can't say no, right? You know, how many of us majored in the wrong degree in school to try to, you know, mind power over what our soul is telling us is the right thing? Okay, so let's just get straight to it. Cut the shit, Ashanti. How do I strengthen my visions? So I've got 5 steps. And number 1 is, first and foremost, get positive. Get really, 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 really positive. Find your satisfaction from wherever you are in the present moment. Because I'm telling you, if you go in to your soul frustrated, overwhelmed, you're gonna pop out a vision that realistically probably came from your mind that is pretty desperate, you know, or it comes from a place that is just, it's not a real true vision from your soul. It comes out from a place of neediness. Second, get present. You've got to wake up to how your soul is feeling. How do you feel in this moment, in this space from where you are right now watching this video? How does your body feel? Take attention away from your mind and let some drop down into your body. Feel your breath. Allow your breath to come in and out and really experience that happening. Not wanting to change anything about your situation right now because you just upped your vibration, you're feeling good. And so now it's time to be with it and just allow it to be. Worrying is like carrying around an umbrella, wondering if it's gonna rain, and just in case you got it, like put the umbrella down. Everything's fine, and get present. Third, close your eyes. You got your pen and paper there. You're happy. You're present. Close your eyes and start to imagine your future self. Call him or her into your experience right now. Now, I'm talking 5 years, 10 years, possibly 20 years. What people won't tell you is the further you go with your vision, the more likely it is you're likely to call it in. Call in your future self. What does him or her look like? What are they doing? What are they wearing? What is their daily routine like? If you get really present and you're in a positive place, you can really feel this and put so much more attention. This is your 4th step. Put so much more attention on the way that it feels and let the feeling draw out more information from your future self than thinking about it. So now we're at step 5. Now that we've put more feeling into it, that was step 4. And the step 5 is back off of the vision and allow for any sort of necessary components or visions to now unfold. So just allow the future self to be, back up off of yourself, and then just allow any other components, such as, the next step to take, to slowly come to you. Feel your way through it though. Don't just assert yourself. If you didn't see much, or you're wondering if it's really a vision or if it's coming from your head versus your heart or your soul, here's a way to know. You're going to feel those feelings in your body, first and foremost. If you're having any sort of concern or worry about it, it's not about you and questioning you, like in some sort of insecurity about you. It's questioning the external forces. And last but not least, you have all this curiosity about it. You just have like this voracious curiosity about what's next and how do you get there and what are you going to be doing and that sort of thing. Now, if your vision came from your head, you're going to physically feel it coming from the top part of your body, your head. And the second thing is, if you feel triggered, you're going to want to do something to get rid of the anxiety of that, okay? And thirdly, you might be bouncing the vision off of the past. Like, can't do that. I hate that I saw that because I did that before, right? So that might be a vision that you're creating in your mind versus a vision that you've allowed to come up and come through from your soul. There's a level of truth that now you can believe it because you just know it. There's an inner knowing when it realistically comes from your soul. So I did a whole TED Talk all about how to practice visualization, and the 3 benefits of practicing are, number 1, you're clarifying what you actually want. It's in there, it's in there, it's in there. Maybe you just need to get a little bit more present if you haven't found it, but it is in there. And by sitting down and doing visualization or having a visualization practice, you clarify what it is. And then secondly, there's an energy that we put around the vision, whether it is a belief, situation like you're gung-ho and you're excited about it and you know it's gonna happen, you just feel that very deeply, or you're worried and you don't believe that it's gonna happen. So you clarify the vision, you clarify the energy around it, and then third, you get to clean up that energy if it's something that is not desirable. Or if it is, you get to ride it all the way till the wheels fall off. I'm holding a workshop at 360 Mind, Body, and Soul each month surrounding these themes of the month. I hope you can join me. And until then, have a really great month enjoying your vision.